What's up, everybody? It's Ian Somerhalder here, coming to you from the deep, deep south. I am taking over gopuff's Instagram. Now, it's not just because it's Paul Wesley's birthday week, but it's also National Ice Cream Week. So, to celebrate both, I'm going to show you how to make a root beer float with our bourbon. Now, the one I'm going to make here today is vegan, and I'm going to hand it over to my little brother Paul for his birthday. Let's do this. All right, let's get started. First thing we need, boom, mugs. Brothers Bond, authentic, official merchandise. Amazing summer gifts for anyone or a perfect stranger. Definitely for your household, and we need them to make floats. Now here's the thing. Our bourbon flavors pair really, really well with chocolate ice cream and root beer because the bourbon balances out the sweetness of the ice cream, and the earthy notes of the root beer bring out the more sort of nuanced aromas of more nutty, savory notes. It's pretty awesome. And then obviously the ice cream, the texture and creaminess of the ice cream brings that awesome, nostalgic experience and fun to this float. All right, let's do this. All right, first things first. You take 1 scoop of chocolate ice cream, big scoop, vegan chocolate ice cream. Use whatever you got. Now the most important part, measuring the bourbon. Now, like a goofball, I left our jigger, our Brothers Bond jigger, or shot glass or measuring glass down on the boat, and I can't get to it. So, little trick, and I get this all the time. You can measure with tablespoons because you want to get your ratios right. You know, you want your cocktail to taste great the way it was intended, right? So you can use a tablespoon. 2 tablespoons is 1 ounce. So we're going 1.5 ounces of Brothers Bond bourbon. So we're going to do 3 tablespoons. Right? Oh, come on. It's so good. Now, we're going to top off with some root beer. Yum. Yum. Now, some vegan whipped cream. What? This is so rad. All right. Now, a little chocolate, and top off with a cherry. You know what? I'm gonna go 2 cherries today. I'm feeling sassy. That is how you make a Brothers Bond root beer float for Paul Wesley. And what would it be without a sparkly candle? And I say this to you, my little brother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my little brother Paul Wesley. Happy birthday to you. This one's for you, little brother. What an amazing journey it's been creating this. So to you on your birthday, I salute you and say thank you. Happy birthday. Everyone thanks you. Here you go, buddy.
Yo, Ian, thank you, my brother. Thank you for that birthday wish. I really appreciate it. What's up, guys? It's Paul Wesley. I am the other half of Brothers Bond, arguably the better half. And what a great way to celebrate my birthday. A little bit early with you guys and with Ian Smoldy Pants himself, and root beer floats made with our very own Brothers Bond bourbon. This one is vegan. If you want the recipe and you want to make one later, I highly recommend that you do. Swipe up for the recipe. Cheers, guys. And thank you for the love. Thank you for being here with us. All right, so you guys left some questions for me to answer, so I'm gonna go through them right now. I love doing that. I love doing Q&As. Hopefully it's as exciting for you as it is for me, because I enjoy answering questions. What is it like working with your best friend slash brother? Who the hell said he was my best friend? I'm just kidding. Well, am I? Are we best friends? We're more like brothers, and we're also married in a business marriage. And we're best friends. Let's be honest, Ian, you love me and I love you. We've been attached by the hip for 10 years via contracts, but nonetheless, Ian is like my brother, and it's true. You know, we finish each other's sentences, and a lot of times we don't agree on something, but what's great about our relationship is that we complement each other very well. So Ian's always optimistic. I'm always pessimistic. Ian's always hopeful. I'm always bleak, and we meet in the middle, and it really does create this great synergy and this great way of problem solving, and we have fun doing it. And so yeah, you know, even talking about it, I love you, brother, and I'm really happy to be doing this with you, even though I'm not answering your question. I'm talking to you. Anyway, so hopefully that answers your question. What is your favorite Brothers Bond bourbon recipe? I'm kind of like a simple guy. Like, I love this. Like, this is delicious, and you know, it's a dessert. But as far as like, you know, I'm a bourbon drinker, so for me, I like the sort of simple one. So the Brothers Fashion, you know, which is our sort of little spin on the old fashioned. You know, I really like sort of classic bourbon cocktails. You know, so like an old fashioned or Manhattan or something like that. So yeah, the Brothers Fashion is incredible, and I really like that one. So that's probably gonna take the cake. But I got to tell you, all of them are good. I mean, even the Mystic Charmer, which is traditionally not a cocktail that I would necessarily drink on my own, it's so damn good. I find myself making it all the time, and I make it for people too. People come over and they all ask me to make them the Mystic Charmer. So we worked with an incredible mixologist, and it's been such a blast, and it's kind of dangerous how good our cocktails are. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Brothers Fashion. All right, my next question. And by the way, I'm winging all these guys. Like, it's not like I prepared for any of these. So we'll see how it goes. What is your birthday wish? What is my birthday wish? Gosh, I don't actually like birthdays, and I actually don't really like getting gifts. So it's not really a gift or anything of that nature. You know, I'm not to be, you know, cheesy or kind of, you know, sentimental about it, but you know, it's been a really tough 2 years for everyone, and if I had to wish something, I would say, you know, a recovery, and hopefully for things to turn around. It's been super tough. People haven't been able to see their families, and you know, I mean, there's a bazillion, I can go on and on, but I mean, I ultimately hope that we can somehow start moving towards a direction of things getting better. And I think that they are. I feel that there's a different level of optimism and a different level of sort of looking forward to the future that maybe we didn't have a year ago. So I'm excited for things, and my wish is for everyone to have, you know, a good year this year, including myself and all of you. So cheers to that. What is your favorite place to travel to? That's a really good question, and a tough one, because there's so many. Every place has its own distinctive sort of charms and pros and cons. But one of my favorite things in the world is snowboarding. Everybody knows that, and I love going to the mountains. I feel so at home when I'm in the mountains, probably because I grew up skiing with my family, and going to the Swiss Alps is like just truly special. You feel that you are really at one with nature. You know, snowboarding in between the trees, or taking, you know, the gondola all the way up to the top of a you know, mountain, and you're at this peak that's, you know, incredible elevation all the way up to the clouds. You know, that sort of what I really look forward to. So I really enjoy the Swiss Alps, and I mean any Alps, French Alps, whatever. And frankly, just if you can't get to the Alps and sounds too sort of fancy, anywhere in even the West. I mean, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming. I just love being in the mountains. I feel really at peace there. So that's probably my favorite place to travel to. All right, next question. When are you and Ian getting married? More like, when are we getting divorced? Because we are married, and we've been married for a little while now. Even though we both have wives, he has his wife, I have my wife, and I have Ian. Ian's my other wife. So, we does that answer your question? I think that answers your. I don't need to say anymore, do I? All right, next question. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? It's a good question. My favorite ice cream flavor has sort of shifted. When I was a kid, I loved strawberry, which is kind of unusual. People don't really love strawberry ice cream. It's good, but no one really thinks of it. Now, I've shifted as I've gotten older. I'm more of a vanilla guy. What the hell? So yeah, I'm like a vanilla guy, and then maybe chocolate, and then strawberry. I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like coffee flavored ice cream. Do not give me any coffee flavored candy either. I'm not interested. But I love coffee. Coffee in the morning. I'll take that. Real coffee. All right, next question. When did you and Ian get the idea to make bourbon? Wow. Well, I mean, our characters on the Vampire Diaries drank bourbon, and we became. Ian was drinking bourbon because he grew up in the South. I guess I wasn't drinking as much bourbon when I first started the show, but then as a result of playing Stefan and drinking bourbon all the time on the Vampire Diaries, I started drinking it offset. We'd go out for a drink, go to our favorite bar, and I started drinking bourbon. It became this staple. And Ian and I talked about doing a bourbon for years. The fact is, we were shooting the show, and we were doing 22 episodes a year, 10 months out of the year, and just didn't have any time to do it. And so we've been talking about it for, close to a decade. But ultimately, we didn't really put those plans into effect until in the last few years when we got off the show. And so we were able to sort of execute things the way that we wanted them, the way that we wanted to. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, and we're so proud of it. Okay, last question. It's not really a question, it's a statement. We have the same birthday! ! I love you! ! Thank you for that. I love you too. We have the same birthday. Well, let me tell you something. It's an interesting birthday, and I'll tell you why. Some horoscopes say that we're Leos, and then occasionally someone will say that we're a Cancer. So we're on the cusp, first day of Leo. So we have the sensitive side, but then we also have the Lion Leo, tenacity. So I would say that it's a very good birthday. Spoken like a true Leo, right? I love my own birthday. So happy birthday. All right, guys, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate my early birthday and to hang out with me and Ian. And I hope you made one of these floats. If you didn't have a chance to make it, you can swipe up. And we actually have 3 different recipes. So check them out and choose one of your liking. And guys, thank you so much for being here and for hanging out with us and Brothers Bond and for celebrating National Ice Cream Week, if you didn't know. So cheers to that. Thank you so much, guys. That was so much fun. And I'm sending you lots of love. And thank you so much for all of the unbelievable support. And we are so, so excited to share our Brothers Bond with you. So cheers to you all. Thank you so much. Woo! Oh my goodness. How exciting is this, everyone? I'm a little scared. I'm scared and I'm excited. It's like hanging out with Ian Somerhalder.